Hello students, today we will start the second chapter, Expansion of the Delhi Sultanate, the Khilji and the Tughlaq dynasties. We will begin with the Khilji dynasty. Jalaluddin Khilji was the founder of the Khilji dynasty. He captured and ascended the throne of Delhi from the last weak and incapable ruler of the Mamluk dynasty in 1290. He was a mild and pious person, meaning religious person. He forgave and treated well the rebellious nobles. So he had to pay the price. There was lawlessness and revolts. His nephew Alauddin took advantage of his generosity and deceitfully murdered him. Now let us see how Alauddin Khilji ascended the throne. At first, he won over the nobles by bribing them with expensive gifts. Then he blinded or killed all the sons and grandsons of Jalaluddin and removed every obstacle to the throne. Then he declared himself the Sultan and ascended the throne of Delhi. It is said that he took back all the gifts he had given to the nobles and blinded and killed all of them except 3. Alauddin was a brilliant army general and a shrewd, clever administrator. His dream was to conquer the whole world. He was the first Turkish Sultan to establish an empire in India. He extended the boundaries of the Delhi Sultanate beyond the Vindhyas mountain range up to the Deccan. The Sultanate reached new heights. Now his conquest. Now let's read about his conquest. In an expedition to Gujarat, he conquered and annexed Gujarat. He also bought a slave, Malik Kafur, for 1,000 dinars, who later became a general in his army. Then he turned towards Rajasthan. At first, he captured the fort of Ranthambore. Then he attacked Chittor, capital of Mewar. The Rajputs fought bravely but lost. The women performed Johar, a practice in which they burned themselves to death. Then he captured the cities of Mandu, Ujjain, Dhar and Chanderi in Malwa, which opened the door to the south. He became the master of the whole of North India by 1305. He was the first Turkish ruler to send an expedition to Deccan, led by Malik Kafur. The rough landscape and the long distance from Delhi had stopped the earlier rulers to cross the Vindhya mountains. Malik Kafur defeated the rulers of Devagiri, Warangal, Dwarsamudra and also attacked and plundered Madurai in the far south. Thus, he was the first Turkish ruler to cross the Vindhyas and win territories in the Deccan, which brought him huge wealth and increased his power and prestige. His Deccan policies. He did not annex, that is, take over Deccan. He was far-sighted and realized that he won't be able to control these provinces from Delhi. And his main objective was to obtain huge wealth from the south in order to maintain his huge army and to run the administration. So, the rulers of Deccan were forced to accept him as the Sultan and pay large annual tribute. Now, we will see how he dealt with the Mongols. The Mongols had attacked India 5 times during the beginning of Alauddin's rule, which were successfully fought back. To deal with the Mongols, he built a strong defense system. The forts along the route of Mongol attacks were repaired and the provinces were placed under the best generals. 2. The army was reorganized and strengthened. 3. The Mongol leaders were captured and crushed to death by elephants. 4. those Mongol who had accepted Islam and settled in Delhi during Jalaluddin's rule were mercilessly killed. He took all these steps to create fear among the Mongols. His measures against nobles. Alauddin took several measures to stop and to control rebellions by his nobles and relations, means relatives. The steps are: the nobles were not allowed to intermarry, that is, to become connected or related by marriage, without the Sultan's permission. The nobles were not allowed to organize parties without the Sultan's permission well in advance. Gambling, that is betting of any kind, was not allowed. So the nobles did not get any chance to mix with each other and plot or plan against the Sultan. Drinking wine was banned or prohibited. To set an example, Alauddin brought all the drums of wine from the palace and emptied them in front of everyone. He set up an elaborate and efficient spy system. Thus the nobles were under surveillance all the time, and everything they did was immediately reported to the Sultan. All feudal land grants were confiscated. That means any land given to a person from where he could collect revenue for himself was taken back by the Sultan. Then fresh allotments were made. The new land holders were no longer the owners of the land. They could only keep a part of the revenue which was fixed by the Sultan and could no longer collect additional taxes from the farmers. We will stop here today and will continue with the lesson in the next video. Here is your worksheet. Based on today's lesson, write the answers in your notebook. As mentioned earlier, use the comment section for any question. Thank you.